SEO is dead.
No! God, please, no! No!
But don't worry, there's a new O. It's going to save us. Hello, this is Matthew from Contenting Life. Let's talk details. Alright everyone, deep breaths. You probably noticed that the internet is getting weird again. The familiar 10 blue links we've known for decades are being replaced by a chatty AI that just gives the answer. Today, we're going to talk about how to make that AI your biggest fan instead of your biggest competitor. For 20 years, the game was simple. Get the top of the page, get the click. We were all fighting for that prime real estate. But now, AI has become the user's personal research assistant. It's doing the hard work, which means our old playbook is officially obsolete. AI now reads and synthesizes information for the user, delivering a single, neat summary. But what should we do now? And yeah, that 81% number should probably make the hairs on your arm stand up a little. This isn't the future trend, it's the current reality. So, if clicks are going down, what's the new scoreboard? It's all about citations, Getting featured in an AI answer is like getting a glowing endorsement from the smartest kid in the class. It's a huge signal of trust. The game isn't more about getting clicks. It's about being so trustworthy that the AI cites you as the source. And this means we need to start thinking less about search engine optimization. I said that there's no more SEO we can say. We can say it's more about answer engine optimization. Same goal, visibility, but a totally different strategy. We are going to look more detailed about what is AEO and how can we get better results from it. You might think this is all some kind of dark magic, but it's really just a series of incredibly sophisticated techniques that have moved beyond simple keyword matching. We're not going to more focus on keywords. We are going to show trust. I talked about it in the last slides. Trust is becoming more and more important. The first thing is that it starts by getting the vibe of your question. It understands your context, not just the words you type. AI uses NLP, natural language processing, to understand the context and vibe of a question, not just the individual words. For example, someone types a question not correctly, but AI tries to understand the intent from the words, from the tone, and from even the location and etc. Then, the core brain, the LLM, acts like a super advanced prediction machine, guessing the next best word from a coherent sentence. For example, Gemini or GPT are advanced engines. They predict the next best word to form an answer from the user. And the truly wild part is vector embedding. It's how the AI knows that what you meant is more important than what you typed. It's basically a mind reader built on linear algebra. For example, you type easy hikes and walks for beginners from neighbors. It creates a 3D space, somehow connects them and tries to understand what is your real question, what is your real pain point. And the winner is the one who answers that real pain point, not just keywords. This is maybe the most important concept for us. And LLM's knowledge is frozen in time and it can get creative with the facts. LLMs are brilliant, we all know that, but also notorious for, what is this word I have, hallucinating, a polite way of saying making stuff up. They sometimes lie to us. They sometimes try to just make up something. This is a problem we today have with LLMs. Maybe they get more advanced and more featureful and they can answer better. But today we have to find a solution for this. So the fix for that is RAG. RAG is the leash that keeps it tied to reality. It grounds the AI's answer in real time, verifiable data from the web. What does RAG stand for? It's a Retrieval Augmented Generation. It keeps the AI honest. What does it do? It forces the AI to use facts from trusted, real-time web sources. So you have to be trusted and real-time web source. So if you want to be the answer that AI gives to the users. This means our job is to create those perfect, easy to grab answer blocks that the RAG system can't resist using. We need to think in modular, citable chunks. RAG looks for citable units of information, something that it can use as a source. It can be a perfect paragraph, a key stat, or a clear definition. So no more keyword stuffing or just throwing the keywords in the article. No, you have to give key stats, clear definitions, and the RAG loves them. So let's be clear. AEO is not the death of SEO. It's the next level. So we should not be worried that all of our SEO efforts are now gone. No, they can work as a foundation for the new AEO. It's not a replacement, it's a sequel. So all the hard work you've done on site authority and technical health is still the price of admission. As I said before, AEO builds on a strong SEO foundation. You can't get cited if the AI doesn't see you as a credible in the first place. So we continue doing our SEO efforts, all of the things that we have learned in the past decades, but we have to put something new in them, something that AEO likes them and RAG loves them and cites them. If everyone can generate mediocre content with the click of a button, we all know that ChatGPT, Gemini, even Grok, DeepSeek, all of those LLMs can write content very fast for you. Only you give them a topic and then they write them for you. So many of your competitors may generate mediocre content. How can you stand out? The answer is clear. You have to be a human. This is where EEAT comes in place. I will put the link to my EEAT video up here. Please watch it and you will learn more about how to follow this framework and how to show your experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust. It is the Google's framework for quality and it's more important than ever. Let's now talk more practical and let's talk about a quick cheat sheet for EEAT. To signal experience, you don't need to use stock photos. Stop using them. For expertise, give your authors a face. All of your authors have to have bio and specific pages showing their experience, showing their expertise, link to their social media and etc. What to do for authority? Do something newsworthy. And for trust, it's just to be a good, transparent business. You have to show you're secure, for example, using HTTPS, be mobile friendly, have a good user experience, engage with users, answer the questions, and etc. It shows you are trustful. So, and about the content, we need to re-engineer our content. The new way is to give the conclusion right up front. Make your headings the exact questions people are asking. And you should use lists and summaries. It should be easy for a machine to parse. I know we are always writing for a human, but we can kind of combine them and make them easy to read for machines. And you should put the answers in the first paragraph. You don't want to write stories anymore. You can write stories, but it's better to answer the question in the first paragraph so the AI will understand that you are going to answer the question, not just putting some words and some keywords in the article. You are going to answer very fast and very concise and clear. And your headings and lists should be clear and to the point to answer the question. This might be the most technical thing here, but it's critical. A schema is like a secret language you can use to talk directly to the search engine, providing facts on a silver platter. What is a schema? A schema is a code that explicitly tells the AI what your content is about. It removes all of the ambiguity. For example, with a schema, you can show that this page that AI is scanning is a page about the company, or it's an article, or it's a page showing a product. This is what a schema uses, and many of the CMS platforms like WordPress and etc. they all have it. You should use them in your website. And another thing is that you can just shout about how great you are on your own website. The AI is still looking for external validation in news, reviews, and even Reddit forums. So you have to still promote, and you have to talk more about your website, your business in other platforms. And many of them are free. I can say most of them are free. You can use Reddit as a very good source to get links to your website. You can use social media, your own social media, or you can pay for promotion, or maybe buying some newsletters, or buying some news releases from some media. And look, this is the least glamorous part. I know not many of you content marketers are a fan of technical things, but you have to know how it works and work for it. It's the foundation. If your site is a technical disaster, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. I should put the music here if I found it. Yeah, get the basics right. Lay the foundations of the technical stuff right, and consult with a technical team, or hire a technical a programmer for your WordPress or etc. But be sure that your website is fast, mobile friendly, and crawlable. This is something that those guys know, and for sure they can help you have a better looking and faster and more secure website. Okay, let's just somehow recap what we talked about today. It's important to acknowledge that this technology is not perfect yet, but far from it. But this chaos is your opportunity. Be the one with a giant flashing beacon of reality, guys. We know that AI search is still messy and often wrong. It can be your opportunity. We can say it's like the early 2000s, that the websites were new and there were some tips and tricks that you could rank higher on search engines. And this is again another era that you can rank easier if you hurry, if you don't let your competitors be the first. Try to become friend with AI and know what they need and how they crawl your website, and try to become the most reliable source of truth. Guys, I don't know any other factor that can help you, but just keep EEAT at your top priority. You should focus on that. It's still working, and it will work for sure. Will work more in the age of AI. So let's recap it. There's a roadmap here. There's a foundation. You have to audit tech and your EEAT. For content, you have to rework pages for AEO. We can say it AEO or AI optimization, anything that you can name it, but look for that. Rework your content. Try to work on your authority. You can build PR and reviews. You can become partner with other media sources and anything. And the last but not least, monitor and see that if your new strategy is working or not, or does it need some modification. So it was a recap of a report I did, and used some sources to understand what is this AI optimization. I hear a lot in different sources. I saw many tweets, and many experts in the field are talking that you have to optimize your content and website for AI. And I somehow gathered the information and created this presentation for you. I hope it helped you at least not being that worried about AI optimization, and try to work more perfectly on your content, your technical thing, EEAT, and etc. And these are some of the sources I use: Google, Search Engine Land, Moz, SEMrush, and many more. So this is the end of the video. Thank you again, everyone, for watching my video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to know more about contenting life and how to continue your journey to become a content marketer. Thank you again, everyone. See you soon.